Hello, everybody, and welcome back to the channel. This is Jackass Retro. My name is Matt, and we're back again with our weekly What Sold video, postcards only. I've been doing these videos. I started doing these videos because when I was getting into postcards, I found it really helpful to see what other postcard sellers were selling, what kind of content works well, and it helped me as well with kind of learning the ins and outs of pricing. So hopefully you feel the same way. If you find this kind of information helpful, please consider subscribing. Do one of these every single week. And I do go live almost every single day as I ship orders as well. And put together some other sort of miscellaneous content, reseller related as well. I do sell a whole wide range of items in my store, not just postcards. So if that interests you, please consider subscribing. Hit the bell notification if you'd like to join in on one of our lives, or you can just hit the like button. There's other ways you can support the channel down below, as well as some links to the products that I use. So without further ado, let's go ahead and get into it. This week, we had 81 cards go out for a total of 757. Had to check my math on that one. That's the best week I've had since I started doing these videos. So very exciting there. Hopefully we can continue that trend moving forward. And let's go ahead and just get going here. Okay, so first of all, I want to mention there is a card show coming up next weekend. And you might not be able to read this real great. So this one is in Lansing, Michigan. Okemos, Michigan, the Lansing Postcard Show. There's a link to upcoming shows down in the description. It's only $10 to get in. If you have the opportunity to go to this, or if you're in the area and you're interested in, maybe sourcing or just learning some more about postcards, definitely go check it out. They have a website. It's postcardarchaeology.com. And yeah, I'd be going if I lived a little bit closer. Got some very rambunctious cats behind me. Hopefully you guys don't mind. They stay relatively well behaved. Okay, so first up, getting started here. This is Hawaii, Honolulu, the Willows Restaurant. This is around, I believe it's around 1910 that the card was actually produced. Maybe a little bit later than that. It does have a 1950s airmail postmark. So it could be like a 1940s linen era, although it's not a linen card. Kind of not quite sure where to place this. And the history of this card, sales history of this card, is kind of all over the place as well. So in any case, it did sell for $5.65 with free shipping. Got this very cute little kitten with the hearty Christmas wishes. Got some holly and looks like mistletoe kind of all woven together there. Just a little bit of pencil mark on back. So this one, somebody could just erase that and reuse this card. It's a really nice Christmas postcard. Little edge wear, but doesn't really matter that much. I focused in on the cute little cat, of course. This one sold relatively quickly for $7.95 free shipping. Nice, very early sort of bathing beauty postcard, white border. So this would be like 1920s approximately. Posted up, there we go, 1927. They were kind enough to put a date on it for us. This one sold for $25 plus first class shipping. Here we have the Pines Camp Cottages in Valdosta, Georgia. Cool multi-view, roadside motel. Motels sell very well in general. So there's probably going to be several more just in this video. This one's not the greatest condition, and it's not the most uncommon of cards, but still it sold for $2.95 free shipping. Here we have Lake Henshaw, Palomar Mountain in Santa Isabel, California. Just a nice sort of, landscape highway view. it really is that green. The card is anyways. Beautiful, chrome modern postcard, but not a terribly common one. I could not find another one of this view. I priced it sort of in line with other cards from this era in this location, and ended up getting $4.95 with free shipping out of it. Here's a very nice Yosemite. These are people waiting for the trail riding expedition. All these people in the, Edwardian outfits, big hats. 1910. It has these two punch holes. So these were in a album that was not just postcards. It was some other pictures of trips to Yosemite and Yellowstone. And they had a bunch of cards that were sort of tied together with yarn. And I pulled those out, listed them up here, and this one sold, took a little while, for $7.95 free ship. Here we have an air view of University of Nebraska Lincoln, unposted linen postcard, $8.05. It sold on a an offer sent to watchers, I should say. Yeah, not bad at all. I will take that any day of the week. Colleges, stadiums, both content that sells very well with postcards in my experience. Another chrome, more modern postcard. This is Long Island, New York, Jones Beach State Park. Just some sand dunes and a nice beach scene. Here we go, native beach grass, unposted. When I listed this one, I couldn't find one exactly like it. Again, when that happens, either one of two things, my brain will go. One, does this have additional value because of its rarity or scarcity or desirability? Or is this something that I'm just going to try to go maybe a little bit higher than the average for similar cards from this location or with similar content? This one I went a little bit higher than the average. Nothing significant. It did sell for $5.36 with free shipping. Here we have Clear Lake Park, California. Real photo postcard. Under the snow, about a foot of snow. So kind of an uncommon early snow scene for a California location. Got the car all covered with snow here. I actually have a couple of this card. I believe this came out of a Goodwill lot that I bought earlier this year. I got $19 plus shipping on this one. Here we have Long Beach, California, New Pike and Fun Area Amusement Park. So we've got just kind of everything going on in the amusement park here. We got the auto scooter. We got some roller coasters off here in the distance. Got the little ticket counter here, drive up all the different rides. So we've got just a cool amusement park, even the ice cream sign over here. Amusement park, it's unposted. Got $6.95 with free shipping on this one. Here we have Old Tenant Church in Freehold, New Jersey. Not a super, rare or uncommon card. I found a few out there like this. In that case, I usually just try to go at a price I think it's going to sell at. Most of the other ones I remember seeing were quite high priced. So I went in at $5.95 free shipping, and it actually sold relatively quickly. Here's another unusual sort of real photo postcard. So it's a real photo, but it's also a advertising postcard. Advertising these apartments in Cerro Chico, Los Angeles is the Cerro Chico Apartments in Los Angeles, California. The message on the back one, I like this one. Regret being too busy to greet you during the holiday season, but not too busy to think of you. Our new home was finished and opened in December. You must come to see us. Kindest regards. So Apparently, these were former residents of this here apartment building. Took a little while to sell this one, close to or over a year. $12.95 free shipping. I think this one really just came down to the right buyer coming around. This one sold very quickly. This is Joe Fay Apartments in Elsinore, California. Nice 1950s multi-view. Multi-view meaning there's multiple views. 1995. I didn't even put a make offer on this one. I didn't want to go much higher because I'd then have to sell it with the first class rate. So at $19.95, I did that, no offer, plus $1 shipping. I could find no other listing for this card anywhere, no other history of this card being sold. For an apartment building and motel, I think I probably got just about the top of the market. So happy with this one. Here we have the Cass, Pocahontas County, West Virginia Bald Mountain Train. Black smoke billowing out of the thing. Probably 1970s based on these cars here is my best guess. This one sold for $3.95 free shipping. Pretty much a no-brainer on this one. Like trains, classic cars, West Virginia, all of those things good selling points for a postcard. Here we have St. Petersburg, Russia, a view from St. Isaac Cathedral. Obviously not the best condition of card. Lots of interesting postmarks on the back here. Really not sure all of these. Like, I don't speak Russian, and Google Lens doesn't work on handwriting and postmarks, unfortunately. Regardless, very cool old international postcard. A lot of people try to steer away from them, have a lot of trouble. They do take a little longer to list because you got to do a little more research if you're not familiar with them. But I find they actually do okay. If you get enough of them up there, they're going to sell. So this one was $7.95 free ship. Here's we had a Lido Beach last week. I listed that one and this one at the same time, and now this one sold. Lido Beach in Sarasota, Florida. This one here sold. We got a nice long sort of boardwalk going out. Sold for $6.95 free shipping. Another Sarasota, Florida. This actually sold to the same buyer as the card previous. This one sold for $22.95 plus shipping. Nice Sarasota trailer park. These Florida trailer park are not super uncommon, but I have found to be very good sellers. And if you find one that's fairly unique, they can get up there in price. So, keep your eye out for these. Here we have the St. Landry Courthouse in Opelousas, Louisiana. Hopefully I said that right. The buyer on this one did not like my price because apparently nobody in Opelousas would pay so much for a postcard. I politely reminded them that there are people outside of Opelousas who collect postcards. Some of them collect postcards of courthouses. Some of them collect real photo postcards. Some of them collect Art Deco postcards. There's a whole wide world of collectors outside of the small town that this came from. When I counter-offered and included that information, he snatched it up. He paid $40 plus first-class shipping. We have another more modern bathing beauty postcard. So we had one towards the beginning, and now we have another one. This is a Ektachrome postcard. And we have actually the name of the photographer here is the Valence. So it's an Ektachrome by Valence or Valencia. I've seen it also attributed. So a mist like this on the seaside gives you a seaside view. Yeah, very cool. I like these chrome era bathing beauty postcards. They're all very sort of classy and well done. Here we have the San Francisco Post Office, 7th and Mission, and on the Road of 1,000 Wonders. Very, very, very common subject matter. A not so common example of the subject matter. So this one I sold for $7.95 free shipping. It is a divided back from 1911. Here we have a large letter greetings. This one from Arizona. This one, it was unposted, and I didn't see a lot available of this particular card. And I think at the time I listed it, I may have been the only one out there with it. Not that, it's a super rare card by any means, but I think just a good example of one. So this one sold slightly higher than I usually do large letter greetings cards for. So we got $5.95 with free shipping on this one. Right after that, another large letter greeting. This one Atlantic City, New Jersey, posted. Very, very common. So this one went actually a little bit below what I normally sell my large letters for. This one we only got $2.95 free shipping. Here we have a real photo postcard, Wolf Creek, Oregon. This is the General Grant bedroom. Really cool real photo postcard. I didn't know this existed. I don't know if General Grant stayed there or if it's just sort of a, theme or inspiration. But I think just a neat postcard. I never knew. Oh, Grant's passed. That would make sense, right? Yeah, very cool. This one sold for $6.95 free shipping. Here we have the Zachary Taylor home in Louisville, Kentucky, or Louisville, sorry. This one sold for $3.95 with free shipping. This one, I think the coloring on it is a little wonky, and this is pretty close to what the card actually looks like in terms of color. Looking at the other examples, it didn't look quite so yellow in a lot of them. So somebody may have just got this for the unique coloring on the card. Really not sure, but you never know. This one's really interesting. I've never sold a card like this before. Official post office business. This is a return for a registered insured parcel from 1920 Los Angeles. So return receipt. You've got all the package information here from 1920. I actually bought this at a garage sale. Bought a pile of postcards for $20. This was in there with some other sort of fairly interesting and unique ephemera. This one sold for $20 US. It actually is going to Australia. And I think the exchange rate works out to roughly $20 US. So yeah, very interesting. Got my money back in the first card that sold. The rest that were listed, probably when they'll sell, get $200-300 out of them. Here we have a Federal Avenue in Mason County, Iowa. Very, very cool. So this is one of those cards where you can really dive in on what is desirable about this card. First of all, we've got all these signs right here. We've got the Rexall Pharmacy right here up front. We've got Hamilton's, which I believe is just a restaurant. The Annex Shoes. We've got these classic cars lining the street. Really bright poppy colors. Nothing to not like about this card. It objectively looks cool. This nice vanishing point perspective down the street. You can see all the way down the street. It's really just a cool looking card. This one sold very quickly. I didn't even put a make offer on it. $14.95 plus shipping. Here we have Bennington, Vermont. I feel like we've been doing about one or two Bennington, Vermonts the last few weeks. So here's another Bennington, Vermont. This is the battle monument there, 306 feet above the broad summit of the hill. Not tremendous money, but still not bad at all. Because nice autumn scene. These reds of the leaves actually show up very nice on the card as well. $3.56 with free shipping. Right after that, we've got another monument. This is the Black Hawk Monument, Rock River Valley, Illinois. Very funny how eBay works sometimes. This sold maybe 20 minutes after the one before it. When I'm showing you guys, I'm showing these in order of sales. So, these are as they came in over the course of the week. So kind of funny when you see these back to back. This one sold for $3.95 free shipping. This is a linen postcard, again, unposted. Nice advertising postcard, TWA, the 747 Continental in flight from 1971. We know that from the postmark. It's the Air Force Postal Service stamp, postmark, I should say. I really, really like these airplane postcards. They're not necessarily the biggest money, but they're fun to look at and fun to learn a little bit about aviation history. $2.80 free ship. This one went out to a viewer. I've been in the middle of a project of sort of merging my postcard inventory and redoing a few things. And I happened to be watching while I started doing Utah. He asked me if I had any from Toole, Utah. And, 3 cards into my stack, I had this one. So this is a real photo postcard. Toole County Courthouse in Toole, Utah. I think I'm Toole. I think it's 2L. So this one just took an offer, $15 plus shipping. Nice card. This came from the collection I purchased of real photo postcards of, I believe, just about every county courthouse in the United States. Here we have the First Baptist Church and Education Building in Augusta, Georgia. Nice postcard, not super uncommon, but unposted, a nice crisp example of it. A little bit of edge wear and corner wear, but nothing crazy. $3.95 free ship. Albany, New York, the state capitol building. I had a bunch of these, a couple of them. This is just, I sold them both. And I think the last time I mentioned that I didn't put the full picture on there and I needed to fix it. And I never did, but it didn't matter. This one sold for $2.95 free ship. Linen postcard, by the way, as is this one. Try this on your hook. A cat with some catnip, and the cat caught the fish. Pretty funny. I like this guy's sunglasses and buck teeth, though. No artist on here, although, some may be able to recognize the artist. I don't know who it is. But these comic postcards, when it's something like this, and I can't really identify any specific aspect of it outside of just being kind of a funny postcard, usually I just price it right here, $6.95 free shipping, and that is indeed what this one sold for. Here we have North Bend, Oregon, the Oregon Bay Bridge Motel. There we go, Bay Bridge Motel. Probably 1960s, not the best condition, but I couldn't find another one like it out there, so I listed it anyways. Nice multi-view. I sold it for $3.95. Just goes to show condition doesn't always matter. Here we have the Talc House in Lake Tahoe. Nice divided back postcard, unposted. Pretty much I'm going to list just about every Reno and Lake Tahoe postcard that I come across. So this one sold for $6.95, free shipping. Another large letter greetings, this one from Philadelphia. This one sold for exactly how much I usually list my large letter greetings for, which is $3.95, free shipping. And, if you're not super familiar with postcards, large letter greetings is just this. It's the classic thing that a lot of people think of when they think of postcards. We got a little scene in each one of these little windows here from the place that it's coming from. So this one's probably got like Independence Hall, and there's the Liberty Bell down here. And yeah, just nice ones that usually pop with some really bright colors and large letters on a very brightly colored background. Here's another international postcard. This is Napoli, and nice panorama with the volcano sort of puttering out some smoke in the background. This one came, I bought this actually towards the beginning of the pandemic. I bought a large postcard album that I actually split with another seller. We each paid about $200 into this. It was a very, very cool album. Looked to be bound in some sort of hide, not cowhide. Don't know what kind of hide, but some kind of hide. And we split it up. I think I'm pretty close to actually being in the black. It was all international postcards, which are a tougher sell, but some of the highest quality and most beautiful postcards I've come across still. Here we are, all these thousands of cards I've purchased since then. So this one sold for $15 plus shipping. Here we have the Surf Auto Motel in Santa Monica, California. Again, motel cards, they do quite well. You see Catalina Island way in the distance. I don't think you're actually seeing Catalina Island. I think they're just telling you that's where it is. So Santa Monica, motels, California, all these things. These are all things that should be looking for. Nice colors to it. Oranges and yellows of the sunset sort of echoing the colors of the hotel. This one sold for $3.95, free shipping. Here we have Cave Hill and Richmond from Waterworks in Belfast, Ireland. Again, another international card. We've even got issues way up here in the corner, as you can see. Even more so here, you can tell. Early 1907 card. Sold for $5.36 with free shipping. This one came from I believe from the garage sale as well. This is the Capri Motel, 1180 Ojai Avenue in Ojai, California. This one had it up at $14.95 make offer. I really considered not doing an offer on this one since I could find no other examples, but it's such a boring postcard. Just there's really it's boring, right? Like there's nothing very interesting about this building. You can't really see the sign very well. You got some mountains in the background, sure. No cars in the parking lot. It's literally just the motel. Regardless, I did take an offer on it, $10 free shipping. Pardon me, $10 plus shipping. My mistake. Got the Warren County Courthouse in Vicksburg, Mississippi. In general, just Mississippi sells well for me. It's one of those areas I'm just going to list everything. Not a super uncommon card. This one's a linen. Sold for $3.95 with free shipping. This is the Boy Scout cabin in Heron, Illinois. I declined. I can't even tell you how many offers on this one. Under 15, under 20. I had it up for $34.95 plus shipping. Probably took about 2 months, but somebody came in and purchased it at my full listing price. Sometimes it pays to stand your ground if you know you've got something good. And, this one really has everything going for it. It's a linen era postcard. I couldn't find any other examples. The content is all there, and anything Boy Scout should pique your interest and let you know that you probably got something good. Here we have the Motel Inn in San Luis Obispo, California. Poolside, nice chrome postcard. This one sold for $4.95, free shipping. Here's one from sort of my neck of the woods a little bit. This is Bellingham, Washington, so up actually a bit north of me, northeast of me actually. This is the Fountain in Broadway Park, 1910s. Obviously, we've got this huge crease. Probably would have gotten a good amount more had that not happened. I think this is one of those cases where, condition of the card did affect its value. I probably would have listed this up probably in the $15 range had it not had that issue. This corner down here, this is a scanning error, not damage to the card. It sold for $6.25, free shipping. Luther Burbank and his home in Santa Rosa, California. This is one of those where there was a ton of them out there, but none of them sold, but they were all very high priced. So what do you do then? Or what do I do then? Well, I'm going to list mine below the competition, hope that somebody bites. And somebody did. It's an Edward Mitchell. We see here on the left, very common publisher of postcards. Not tremendous money, but good enough for me. $3.75, free shipping. This came from the recent purchase from a private collector that I made. Here we have the University of Alaska College Constitution Hall. Lots of cool vintage cars out here in front. This one came from that collection as well. There was a few others out there, higher priced. I sold mine at $3.75 on an offer sent out to watchers. Here's another one that I had to turn down some offers on. This is the Twin City line. Trolley between Minneapolis and Minnetonka. It's known as the Great White Way. There are a lot of postcards of this railway out there. I couldn't find another one that was at night. And I think just a really cool looking night view postcard. This is brightened up just a little bit so you can see the detail. Just a lot of cool stuff going on here. You can see one way over here about to turn the corner, low moonlight, and then the lighting all along the railway coming in. Just a really pretty and cool card. Unposted, but not without its wear from its life. This one sold for $34.95 with free shipping. This one sold to the same buyer, Minneapolis, St. Paul Metropolitan Airport, Chamberlain Field. Nice linen postcard. Nice condition on this one as well. Airports with airplanes, they do pretty well. So this one sold for $4.95 free ship. Nice thing, I was able to send it out with the card previous. Here we have a chrome postcard, so more modern. Memphis, Tennessee. Greetings from Memphis. Got the map of the state, multi-view surrounding it. Kind of a common design of postcards. You'll see this fairly often. Pretty common. So, you've got the legend back here, so you know what you're looking at in each one of these things. So this was in one. We've got the Reelfoot Lake. In two, we've got the state capitol. So that's kind of how those work. Again, lots of them out there. Stuff like this, when there's a lot of them out there, but they sell through. My minimum price is $2.95. I sent out a 5% off offer, so it went out for $2.80. 3rd Avenue Bridge and Milling District in Minneapolis, Minnesota. Another Minnesota card, unposted. This one, and I believe this one went out with another card that sold, but I'm not sure. Nice white border. So this is pre-linen. Sold for $4.95. Free shipping. It took quite some time to sell, over a year. Here we have the End of a Perfect Day. Lake Tahoe. I have quantity of this card. I have them listed for $3.95 with free shipping. This one sold for $3.56. We have the Henry Ford Hospital. So this one and the card immediately following went to the same buyer. So the Henry Ford Hospital, Detroit, Michigan. This would have been, this punch hole in the top here would have been part of a souvenir sort of card set, maybe hung up on a rack that you could just buy a number of these cards. This one sold for $2.95, and the one after it for $3.56. Similar sort of thing. This is the Ford Rotunda and Administration Building at the River Rouge plant, Detroit. New Catholic Cathedral Church in Seattle, Washington. I used to live, this is adjacent to a very steep hill and greenway that I lived at the bottom of. So I lived in the shadow of this church. This is in Seattle, Washington, Capitol Hill area. $3.75 free shipping. Very nice card. Not an uncommon one. I definitely went under the competition on this one and sold relatively quickly. San Francisco Railway Depot in Sacramento. Sold this one for $7.95 free shipping. Got all kinds of postmarks on the back here. Trains, planes, and automobiles. They all sell. Here we have a corridor of the Santa Barbara Mission in Santa Barbara, California. This one definitely took a little while. I think this one, when it was a came, I believe, from the Goodwill auction that I purchased, but I'm not sure. Sold for $5.95 free shipping. Coeur d'Alene, Idaho. This is nice sort of panoramic view of the lake. It is a real photo. Skyline Cafe. So I put this in the title. I don't know if that's what sold it. But yeah, just a nice view of Lake Coeur d'Alene. $8.05. This came from the collection I picked up recently. Here we have Missoula, Montana, the Bitterroot Mountain, Bitterroot River, rather. There's a mouthful. Nice image of fishermen. I had it sort of focused in here. Fisherman's Paradise. Who knows if this is actually the Bitterroot River, but looks like it could be. Nice chrome postcard. This one sold for $7.55 free shipping. Fishing, fishermen, all of that is good content, especially if you see somebody fly fishing. That can be very, very good content, a good indication that might be something you want to do a little research on or maybe ask a little bit more for. This one sold very, very quickly. This is Mount Rainier from Puyallup Valley in Puyallup, Washington. Puyallup is how you say Puyallup. It's Puyallup. It's a word that, or a place name that it seems nobody but from somebody from Washington knows how to say. Puyallup. Say it with me. Puyallup. Not very hard. Puyallup, Washington. Anyways, here's Mount Rainier. This is the Puyallup Valley. This is I could not find another card like this. I didn't think it was worth pricing up in a whole lot. It sold really quickly, so maybe I could have gotten more. It sold for $5.95, free shipping, sold in a day. Here we have the Hotel BAME in Carolina Beach, North Carolina. Nice linen postcard. This is the South's Miracle Beach. Nice big sign. I just like the look of some of these ones that have these big signs on top of the buildings like they used to do back in the day. You don't see that a whole lot anymore. For a while they kept a lot of them up. They were like landmarks, but everyone where I knew there used to be one. Even one in my town here in Bremerton is gone now. This one sold for $6.95, free shipping. Here we have Waynesville, North Carolina. This is CA's Motor Court. Another motel, roadside. This one, little uncommon. Had it up at $19.95. Somebody sent me an offer for $15, and I took it. Here we have the Capitol Records Tower in Hollywood, California. Not particularly uncommon card, but very good sell-through rate on the subject matter. This one sold for $3.56 with free shipping. Here we have yet another motel. Well, technically a hotel, but this is Arcadia, California, the Eaton's Santa Anita Hotel. This one and the one after sold to the same buyer. So we have this one, and then we have this one. So two different angles of the pool. These poolside motel photos do very well, in my opinion. This first one sold for $3.56. This second one sold for $5.36. Honestly, it's a little bit arbitrary, the pricing on it. I just think this is a little bit more pleasing to the eye. So yeah, $9 between the two, and they'll go out in the same envelope. All right, so this weekend I went to a local antique store, and I did some picking of postcards. I paid a little more than I normally do for postcards when I buy in bulk. Their price on postcards was $1 a piece. I bought 40 postcards, so paid $40 on postcards. A few have already sold, and this is the first one. So this is Seton Hall College in South Orange, New Jersey, which is surprisingly doesn't come up quite that often. And I know it's like a basketball school now, right? I'm not a basketball fan, but this is Seton Hall. Sort of panoramic view of the buildings. Paid $1. Listed it up at $19.95. Didn't even put a make offer on it. Add $1 for shipping, and it sold overnight. So there's half of my money back on the first card. When you're picking individual cards, you can be very picky and just get the stuff you know is a little more unusual, the stuff that you haven't seen before that has better content. And this one, I had never seen at Seton Hall College. I knew the connection to what I thought maybe the basketball team, and kind of used that to triangulate with my hunch. And turns out I was right. Here we have Manitowoc, Wisconsin. This is the public library. This was not part of the antique store pickup, but been selling a few Manitowoc, Wisconsin postcards lately. This one took an offer for $15 and added shipping to that. Got a large letter greeting from Jacksonville, Florida. This one, again, Large letters, bright background, little windows. $3.95. Pretty standard for me. This is Chicago, Illinois, the Irving Park Lutheran Church. Linen postcard, little bit more uncommon. I like the Gothic text over here. This one sold for $5.06 with free shipping. We have the Veterans Administration Facility, Fort Miley in San Francisco, California. This came from the garage sale. Paid $20 for the stack. Already sold the one for $15, and this one sold for $8.95 free shipping, which puts us well into the profit. Baptist Church in Boiling Springs, North Carolina. Another linen postcard of a church. Churches can sell. $7.95 free shipping. Here we have Cape May, New Jersey. Christian Admiral Hotel. Got nice street view with some classic cars out front. I've got a few of this card. This is the first one to sell. $3.56 with free ship. Here's the second card to sell from the antique store that I bought these yesterday. So this is the new cell house and tubercular ward in the Iowa State Penitentiary. It's an Albert postcard, which refers to the printing process. Also, there's the Albertype company. You'll see here the Albertype company right here. And again, prison, the sort of tuberculosis ward thing I thought was interesting. I had never seen this card before. For $1, it was being kind of picky, but still this one made the cut. And it sold very quickly I had it up for $19.95. Somebody offered me $15. Happy to take that. And now I'm, well on my way to all of my money back in less than a day. All right, here we have the Sun God and Python. This is a statue that was at in San Francisco at the Panama Pacific Exposition. Really neat looking statue from 1915. Had this up at $14.95. Somebody offered me 10, countered at 12, and they took it. So it went out for $12 plus $1 shipping. Or it is going out. I haven't shipped it yet. Here is the Black Hills, South Dakota, the Terry Peak ski slide. Ski lifts, good content. People collect ski lifts. Nice coloring to this one. I had two of these, and the same person just bought them both. Total price on it was $7.90, free shipping. And I picked these up from another reseller, Gravity Goods. So thank you, Cameron. Here we have the third card to sell from the antique store. This is Southern Pines 20 years ago, when the pines were many and the houses were few. So this was Southern Pines, North Carolina. I think probably done as a sort of advertising or promotional card. So this was from the year here, the 1916, but this photo is 20 years before that. So this is a photo from the 1890s. This one I put up, again, I didn't even put an offer on it. It sold for $17.95 plus shipping. And again, this one's kind of got everything. We got a train here. We got an old photo on an older card, even though it's not in the greatest condition, but less than 24 hours, 3 cards in, I'm in the profit off that $40 buy. This next card also sold from that. This is the photo showing airlock into Kyson Pier for bridge at Mobridge, South Dakota. So they are building a railroad bridge. That railroad bridge has I could find no other examples of this card. Could not find it. Nothing else out there. This is one of those things where, you go on what you know about it, which I'm not comping cards when I'm making these buys. I know it's a railroad bridge. I've never seen a bridge being under construction like this. It is Mobridge, South Dakota. I've never heard of Mobridge. I don't know why they call it Mobridge. Maybe do they have more than one bridge? Was somebody like, you know what this town needs? We only got one bridge. This town needs Mobridge. In any case, I priced it up. Put it up at $54.95. It sold less than 24 hours. Maybe I could have gotten a little bit more for it. I'm happy with that. I've now doubled my money on the $40 I spent just yesterday, with still 30-some cards to sell. Air view showing the University of Kentucky Memorial Stadium in Lexington, Kentucky. This did not come from those cards yesterday, but I did list it just this morning. $6.25 free shipping. Here we have the women's dormitory at the University of Chicago. Definitely got some condition issues here. This one's been up for a little bit. Nothing spectacular about this except the content of the women's dormitory, a little bit less common than some other views of the school. This one went out on a 5% off offer for $2.80 free shipping. Here's a real photo postcard. I think I listed this before I even had a duplex scanner. And I say that just because I'm looking at the border on this. Not the best condition. These little girls remind me of The Shining. Kinda. They're not twins, but they're very serious and they're kind of creepy. They're kind of creeping me out right now. Let's move on. This one sold for $4.95 free shipping. And finally, the Old Mill in Indian Springs, Georgia. For years famous for its cornmeal and graham. This is Indian Springs State Park. When you see something like this, make sure you mention the water wheel. Right there in the middle. People like the photos of water wheels. Not the greatest condition card, but sold for $10. Somebody made me an offer. I was happy to take it. Not a very, very common card. So even in this condition, got some decent money out of it. So $10. All right, everybody. We did it. 53 minutes. That's been about average lately. So even though we made it through 81 cards in 53 minutes. If you have questions, please leave them below. If you're in the Michigan area, please try to make it out to that card show. And if you find something good, let me know. I want to hear about it. Thank you very much for watching. It's been a lot of fun to do these. I hope you're learning as much as I am in this process. If you like this kind of content, please let me know. You can hit the like button. Follow one of the links below to some other ways you can support the channel. If you click on one of the sponsor links below, there are affiliate links for Amazon and eBay. If you happen to make a purchase using one of those links, it does help to support the channel. And thank you once again very much for watching. We'll see you next week. You have a good one. Bye-bye.